back to Friday Night Live. I'm your host, Reagan Ortiz, and I'm here with Genise White. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Good. So, for those who are unfamiliar with your shows, can you tell us the names of your shows? You have a television show and a radio show. Can you tell us the names of them and what are they about?
Well, the radio show, which has been on the air for 8 years, is World Reggae Party. The TV show is World Reggae Party Local RE. RE is flavor in Jamaican.
Okay.
So, and what they're about the exploration of reggae, but not just reggae, reggaeton, ska, soca, freestyle. Reggae music in general has about 13 genres. Oh. So when you listen to reggae, you have to put them in different categories.
Okay.
And Bob Marley is the most famous person in reggae, but it started in 1930. So that's a good 80 years. Yeah.
So traditionally, because you said there's 13 different types of genres within reggae, what is a more common version or genre that we hear over here in the States? Which one would?
Roots rock.
Roots rock.
Yes.
And how would you describe that as like being different from like the other genres?
Well, reggae in general has the 4.1 beat, sort of like your heartbeat.
Okay.
Roots rock is a little faster, but it still has that 4.1 beat.
Oh, okay. All right. So with you having over 250 episodes for your radio show,
Yes.
How do you continue to keep it fresh and vibrant?
Well, I always check the charts on reggae. Who's hot right now is Coffee. She's about 17, 18 years old from Kingston, Jamaica, which is where all the Marleys are at.
Yeah.
So she's already coming from the center of the universe when it comes to reggae music. And so I put the old people in, and I've been getting some music from the 1930s, which is totally different from even Bob Marley's era, which is, from the late 60s to the mid 80s. I mean, totally different. And not as exciting as the reggae is these days.
Okay.
But you have to hear it so you can hear the difference between what happened in the 30s and what's happening in the 80s and what's happening in 2000s.
What would you say is the biggest change or difference from like reggae now from in the 1930s? Like, is it like the tone, or is it like certain instruments that are being used?
Well, in the 30s it was pretty like a drum solo or a piano solo or both. Now it's, every type of musical instrument is played, and a lot of today's artists do a lot of dubbing.
Okay.
But you say one word and they put it on a track and they do it over and over and over again. Some people are just known for dubbing.
So a while back you said you had a few goals that you wanted to accomplish, including having more of the Marleys on your show. Have you had any luck doing that?
Well, I've had Sharon, Tom that was just here. I said, please don't erase Sharon. I'm trying to get her to come back on the show because I had her, I think 4 years ago.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get her to come back on the show. I just saw Marcia Griffins, who did the electric side, and I didn't know that she did the electric side, but she was here recently.
Okay.
So I want her on the show. And I definitely want to get 2 more Marleys. And I want to get Steven and I want to get Siggy. And they're the 2 hardest Marleys to get. So.
Definitely. Did you establish any new goals? Do you have any more on top of like outside of like even booking artists, like just for the shows?
Well, I want to get into a little bit of reggae management. I have a friend that lives in Tobago that's actually here this weekend.
Oh, wow.
So I get to see her. And she's a manager of I&I Rhythm.
Okay.
Because she used to live in D.C., then she married somebody from Tobago and, moved to Tobago.
Yeah.
So she's trying to tell me, no, stay where you are.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of work and
It is.
and very little, hey, thank you for doing that for me.
Yeah.
And so, and she's like, and you're a woman, and reggae is still considered to be male dominant.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do you see for the show in the next 5 years, or the shows, either show?
Well, I'm looking for a sponsor so I can do more TV shows, because I only do maybe one every 7 to 8 weeks. So,
Okay.
Next month is going to be different because it's Christmas time, and I like to get an annual Christmas show in.
Yeah.
And there is Christmas reggae. So a lot
Wow.
of people don't think there, but there is. And from the religious side to I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus.
Oh, wow.
Or Santa Jaw, more like it. So I saw Mommy kissing Santa Jaw. So, and I get really excited about my Christmas shows because people don't think there's Christmas reggae.
Yeah.
So.
This is the first time I've learned about it. So you learned something new.
Yeah.
So how many artists have appeared on your show, specifically since the last time we spoke?
Wow. A lot. Okay, let me think. Radio or TV or both?
Either one.
Okay. Well, TV-wise, this year, I've done 9 shows this year. So I would say 5 of them were guests.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
but the radio side, that's
Many.
a bigger number.
Yeah. Well, we're really appreciative for having you here. We're going to have to continue this conversation because we have so much more we could talk about
Oh,
this.
yes.
Yes, definitely. So it's so good to hear that FPA has fostered so many talented and world-changing shows. Last but not least, we have the producer of Space Quest with Dr. Jim. Jim Thorne is here to share all of the fun accomplishments his show has made. We'll be right back after these important messages.